I thought it was just a family outing. Sandwiches. Laughter. A trail through golden pines. But by the time I realized what they'd planned, my father was walking my daughter toward a cliff. My mother had already pushed me. And my sister? She just whispered, "You'll be free soon." If you've ever been betrayed by the people who are supposed to love you most, you'll understand what comes next. My name is Rachel Monroe. I'm 34, a lab technician in a small Oregon town. The church bell rings at noon. The diner still has vinyl booths, like it's stuck in 1975. My days begin at 6 a.m. I spread peanut butter on white Wonder Bread for Lily's lunch, just like Mom did for me in '89. I braid Lily's soft brown curls and walk her to school, 2 blocks away. The school bell, a deep metal clang, takes me back to my own childhood. Lily is 6. Her green eyes, my eyes, always searching. Her father's gentle smile hides in her laughter, a whisper of brighter days. Have you ever seen a child's joy and felt it hold your whole world together? At pickup, she runs to me, backpack bouncing, a crayon drawing in her hand or a song from music class on her lips. I'm her mother, the one who lights her world. I tuck her drawings in my lab coat, small treasures against the weight of routine. My husband, Jason, used to light up too. He'd wrap his arms around me as I stirred soup, his breath warm. "We're a team, Ratch," he'd whisper. Now it's late nights. A locked phone. Excuses. Client meetings. Traffic. When Lily shows him her artwork, he mutters, "Nice, sweetie." His eyes stay on his screen. I stand there, dish towel in hand. Invisible. My parents, Evelyn and Thomas, live 20 minutes away. Lakeside cabin. Formica kitchen. They used to bake cookies with Lily, clap at her off-key songs. But now my mother's gaze is cold. Her smile's forced. Like Lily's a stranger. I told myself it was my tired eyes. I remembered when I was 6, just like Lily. Mom held my hand to school. She never let go. Until now. Then my sister Claire came to dinner. Claire's 5 years older. A Seattle marketing director. Polished. Always flying to Paris or Milan. She calls me the responsible one. Her voice sharp with pity. Her kindness cuts like a paper edge. Over Dad's ribs, Claire raised her wine glass. Ever thought Lily might thrive elsewhere? Seattle, maybe? A top school. Just a few months. I laughed. Fork paused. "She's 6, Claire. I'm her mom." Her smile didn't touch her eyes. "I'm thinking of her future, Rachel. You're stretched thin. Jason's never here. I want to help." Help. The word sank like a stone. That night, I lay beside Lily. Her breath soft. Curls spilling across the pillow. Claire's words tangled with Jason's absences. My mother's detachment. Threads of a storm I couldn't name. I remembered Mom's hands in the '80s. Warm. Bandaging my skinned knees. Humming a lullaby over her old radio. How did she become the woman whose eyes slide past my daughter? The ache kept me awake. My fingers traced Lily's cheek. Next morning, washing Lily's hair, strawberry shampoo in the air, she looked up. "Mom, if I don't live with you, will you still be happy?" My hands froze. "What do you mean, sweetheart?" She shrugged. "Grandma's friend's granddaughter said I might live far away, with someone named C. Seeing Claire. My breath caught. I forced a smile, rinsed her hair with trembling hands. "You're not going anywhere, Lily. You're mine." But my heart pounded. This wasn't chatter. This was deliberate. My daughter was its heart. If you've ever felt a threat you couldn't name, you'll understand me. Lily's words clung to me, a weight on every breath. Each hug, each bedtime story felt fragile, like it could slip away. I didn't know who I was fighting, only that the threat was close, woven into those I'd trusted. 3 days later, Jason came home after 10 p.m. coat slung over his arm. Tie loose. "Client meeting ran late," he said. He avoided my eyes. We ate in silence. His phone glowed between us. He didn't ask. I didn't speak. Then I saw it. Reflected in the glass cabinet. A name. V. Call back. My heart stuttered. I knew it was Claire. I didn't accuse. I held the knowledge close. Next day, I took Lily to the park. Sunlight might ease the ache. She laughed on the swings. Her giggles mixed with the creak of chains. Like the playgrounds of my youth. I memorized her joy. A shield against fear. I was Lily's age once. Swinging high. Mom watching from a bench. Her smile was my safety. Now I'm the one watching. But who's watching me? At pickup, Lily's teacher, Mrs. Ellis, touched my arm. Rachel, is everything okay at home? I forced a smile. Why? Lily's struggling to sleep. She said someone told her she might not live with you. She seemed afraid. My hands trembled. Thank you, I whispered. I turned before she saw my tears. That evening, I called my mother. Has Claire said anything strange? About Lily? A pause. Too long. She's worried about her future, Mom said. Her voice thin. Claire thinks Lily deserves a better school. No one decides her future but me, I said. Sharp. Mom sighed. You're a good mother, Rachel, but you're exhausted. Jason's always working. Claire wants to help. Help. The word tasted bitter. 2 days later, Claire arrived unannounced. Lattes in hand. A purple dress for Lily. I saw it and thought of her, she said. Her smile too bright. I didn't touch it. What are you doing, Claire? She blinked. What do you mean? You're talking to Jason. To Mom. Dropping hints about Lily leaving. Like I'm not here. Her fingers tightened on her cup. You're overreacting. Everyone's worried. You're overwhelmed. Lily deserves more than this chaos. She deserves her mother, I said. Fury shook my voice. Claire looked at me, like I was a child. You think being a mother gives you control, she said. As if love could be outsourced. As if I was unreasonable. For holding on. Her words hit like a slap. This wasn't love. This was power. Have you ever looked into the eyes of someone you trusted and seen a stranger? That night, as Jason showered, I searched his coat, briefcase, desk, hands trembling. In a locked drawer, key hidden under a pen holder, I found an envelope. Seattle law firm. Inside, a draft agreement. Temporary guardianship transfer. My name. Lily's. Jason's. No mother's consent. I sank to the floor. Pages trembling. Tears burning. This was a plan. To take my daughter. The betrayal cut deeper than any knife. The call came Thursday. My mother's voice bright. Brittle. Sweetheart, a picnic Saturday at Crater Ridge National Park. A couple hours away. Lily will love it. Claire's coming. Dad's packed lunch. Just bring yourselves. I hesitated. My family wasn't one for nature. Mom once wore heels to a trail. Fussed over mud. A picnic now? In Jason's busy season? It felt wrong. Lily overheard. Bounced into the room. Mom, a real picnic? I can bring my magnifying glass for heart-shaped leaves. Her joy pierced my doubt. How could I say no? Saturday morning, I packed sandwiches. Apples. Water. My first aid kit. A habit from Girl Scout days. Lily wore her green beanie. Magnifying glass dangling. My parents arrived. Dad driving. Mom in the passenger seat. Claire in the back with us. Her hiking outfit pristine. Her smile too perfect. The drive was quiet. Golden trees blurred past. I asked, "What's the plan?" Dad didn't turn. A new trail. Not many know it. Leads to an overlook. Great view. Overlook. The word pricked my skin. At the parking lot, I noticed. No cooler. No blankets. No picnic supplies. Just water bottles. Only my bag of food. The trail narrowed. Pines closed in. Their scent sharp. Lily chattered. Pointed at red leaves. Her voice a melody. Claire checked her phone. No signal. Texting? I asked. Checking the weather, she said. Eyes sliding away. We reached a clearing. A cliff dropped into a valley. My heart pounded. A drumbeat of warning. Dad pointed ahead. Another ledge further up. Better view. I gripped Lily's hand. We're fine here. Lily tugged my sleeve. A heart-shaped leaf. For you, Mommy. I tucked it into my pocket, a promise to keep her safe. Claire stepped closer. Ever thought about boarding school? I stopped. That's not random, Claire. She shrugged. Life changes fast. Some things are out of our control. No, I said, my voice steady. This is control. And I'm not giving it to you. Dad called. Lily, see that eagle? Come here, sweetie. She ran to him. Her laughter echoed. Then the world shattered. Claire grabbed my arm. Her grip cold. Dad lifted Lily. His steps too quick. Mom moved behind me. Too close. I yanked free. Don't touch me. Rachel, Claire said. Just 1 second. Dad stepped toward the cliff. Lily in his arms. I screamed. Put her down. Mom shoved me. Hard. Her hands betrayed every lullaby. Every love I'd believed in. The ground vanished. My fingers clawed. Dirt. Roots. Rocks. I caught a branch. Dangling. My arm burned. My heart screamed for Lily. Claire stood above me. Her face no longer one I knew. This is necessary, she said. Her voice, ice. You'll be free soon. I screamed. For Lily. For my life. For the family I had just lost. Then I let go. Not down, but toward her. My daughter. I wrapped my arms around Lily midair. Her warmth against my chest. Her breath a lifeline. I felt the branches whip across my back. Then rocks. Sharp. Cold. Unforgiving. But I didn't let go. Because wrapped in my arms was Lily. And she was still breathing. I wasn't just a mother. I was her shield. If you've ever held on when everyone wanted you to let go, you'll understand me. The fall was a storm of pain. Branches tore my skin. Rocks battered my ribs. My legs. The ground slammed us. My wrist cracked. My breath stolen. Pain roared. But I didn't scream. I held Lily. My arms a fortress. My body her armor. My heart whispered, "You're safe. You're mine." Darkness pulled me under. When I woke, blood trickled from my forehead. My leg was numb. My arm useless. But Lily was in my arms. Trembling. Her fingers clutched my coat. "Mom," her voice fragile. "Are we going to die?" My heart shattered. I swallowed my pain. Found her eyes. "No, sweetheart," I said. My voice a breath. "We're going to live. I've got you." She nodded. Her face pressed into my neck. Her tears warm. I held her. Willed my strength into her. Above, voices. Cold. My mother's. "Do you see them?" "No movement," Dad said. "They're not getting up." "Good," Claire said. "No one comes here. No one will find them." Each word cut deeper than the rocks. They wanted us dead. Lily's eyes met mine. "What if they come back?" I pressed a finger to her lips. "We play dead. Just a little longer." She nodded, braver than I'd ever been. Their footsteps faded. I counted minutes, my body screaming, until silence settled. Moving was agony. My wrist broken. My leg useless. But I had one arm. One reason to keep going. The backpack held a water bottle. My first aid kit. I cleaned Lily's scraped cheek. My hands trembling. Her wince a knife to my soul. She spoke. Her voice clear. "I heard Aunt Claire and Dad before the trip." She said, "It'll be over soon." Dad said, "The insurance money's coming." My blood froze. My 6-year-old had heard their murder plot. I pulled her close. "You're so brave," I whispered. "We're getting out of here. Together." I remembered Mom's hand in mine. Walking to school. Her grip steady. Now I held Lily's hand. And I wouldn't let go. I couldn't walk. Lily saw. Her eyes fierce. "I'm not leaving you, Mom." "I know," I said. Tears burning. "We'll go together." I broke a branch. A crutch. Every step a war. Pain against survival. I leaned on Lily. Her small shoulder steady. We crawled. Staggered. Limped through the forest. Hours blurred. My vision fading. But Lily's voice tethered me. "We're almost there, Mommy." I remembered my grandmother, walking miles through a blizzard for medicine. Keep moving, Rachel. I whispered it now. For her. For Lily. We stumbled into a campsite. A creek nearby. Smoke in the air. A retired couple by a fire. Their transistor radio played Johnny Cash. The woman gasped. Ran to us. Call for help. I collapsed. Lily's hand in mine. Her warmth the last thing I felt. Have you ever carried someone through pain, knowing they were carrying you too? I woke 3 days later. Hospital. My leg braced. Wrist casted. Head wrapped. Pain pulsed. But it was nothing. Lily was beside me. Safe. Asleep. Her hand curled around mine. Her face peaceful. Tears fell silently. We were alive. Detective Harris sat nearby. Notepad in hand. Tell me everything. I did. My voice hoarse. Every betrayal poured out. A river I couldn't hold back. Lily woke. Climbed onto my bed. Her arms around my neck. Mom, are we safe now? Yes, I said. Kissed her forehead. We're safe. Harris returned the next day. We found Jason's phone. Messages. Bank records. You're not alone, Rachel. I didn't say anything. I just nodded. For the first time in years, I felt light. Have you ever woken up and realized the worst was behind you? 8 months later, I rolled into Oakfield County Courthouse. Wheelchair. Leg still healing. Wrist braced. The courtroom hummed. Neighbors. Co-workers. Strangers drawn to the Monroe conspiracy. To me, it was the end of a life built on trust one should have questioned. The post office's handwritten flyers flashed in my mind. A town I'd once called home. Lily walked beside me. Her sky blue dress bright, like my Sunday school dresses in the 80s. She'd chosen it. It looks like the sky when we hugged after the fall, she said. Her hand in mine. My strength. The prosecutors laid out evidence. Forged insurance policies. Bank transfers. GPS data. Messages from Jason's phone. Each fact crushed their lies. Jason entered. Jaw tight. Claire followed. Ponytail high. My parents looked small. Faces lined. They didn't meet my eyes. On the stand, I faced the jury. My voice steady. Like confessing to an old friend. I was pushed off a cliff. But the fall didn't break me. It woke me up. I told them. My mother's distant gaze. Claire's calculated kindness. The picnic that was a trap. The push that betrayed every love. I spoke of falling with Lily. My arms her shield. Truth carries strength. Lily's video testimony followed. I heard Aunt Claire say, the insurance money's coming. Daddy said, Rachel always believes us. Gasps rippled through the room. The prosecutor played a call. Jason and my mother. She'll go quietly, Mom said. Get her to the picnic. The courtroom stilled. Jason took the stand. She wasn't the woman I married. I wanted freedom. He'd wanted my life erased. Claire was colder. She made us feel like villains. I felt pity. She'd lost her humanity. My father mumbled. She wasn't meant for that life. My mother was silent. The gavel fell. Jason Monroe and Claire Evelyn Miller, 25 years for conspiracy to commit murder and fraud. Thomas and Evelyn Miller, 15 years for conspiracy and endangerment. I closed my eyes. Tears falling. From freedom. A neighbor approached. Eyes kind. Rachel, you're not alone, she said. Her hand warm, like her Pyrex casseroles. Strangers whispered. The mother who held on. Their voices a chorus of hope. Have you ever faced someone you loved, at a dinner table or in court, and realized they no longer saw you as family? I never returned to the Oakfield house. A shadow of lies. I needed a place to heal. Where the diner's jukebox played Elvis. Where the post office smelled of old paper. Through the district attorney and a survivor network, I reached out to Hannah Sullivan, a high school friend. Her laugh echoed from our days sneaking to the drive-in. At 16, she'd stood up for a bullied classmate. Heart fierce. I prayed that kindness remained. She answered, Come, Rachel. Stay as long as you need. Lily and I moved to Evergreen Valley, Colorado. Mountains rose like guardians. Hannah lived in a cabin. Her husband and 2 boys. Their radio tuned to classic country. She didn't probe my scars. Just made space for us. The first night, Lily slept through. Her face peaceful. I sat by her bed. Tears falling. Grateful for the quiet. Like the stillness after Mom's old hymns. I took a part-time job. A clinic. Dr. Caroline Reed, silver-haired, saw through walls. "You've seen things, haven't you?" she said. I nodded. She handed me a lab coat. "People like us know when to be precise. You're hired." The clinic's rhythm anchored me. Lily started school. Steps hesitant. But she bloomed. Her laughter like the bell from my old schoolyard. I was Lily's age once. Running in the schoolyard. Mom's voice calling me home. Now I called Lily. And she came running. Her teacher called. Lily drew a picture. A girl and a woman under the sun. She said, "That's me and my mom." We walked through a dark night. I hung up, tears falling. Not from pain, but pride. Our therapist, Dr. Helen Monroe, worked with Lily through paints. To me, she said, survival is the goal. Build a life, Rachel, not ruins. We built slowly. Blueberry pancakes on Sundays. Like moms in the 70s. Walks where Lily collected pine cones. Movie nights with Hannah's boys. VHS tapes of old westerns. Coffee on the porch. Mountains steady. Dr. Reed pulled me aside. "I lost my daughter years ago," she said. Voice low. "Car accident. Seeing you with Lily gives me hope." Her words settled in my heart. A gift. At a school event I met David Clark. The principal. Salt and pepper hair. Kind eyes. Voice warm. "Lily's strong," he said. "Must have a strong mom." I mumbled, "Thank you." Unaccustomed to kindness. We kept meeting. Pick up. Parent nights. He shared stories. He taught math. Stayed in Evergreen because small towns hold big hearts. He saw Lily's growing smiles. On Lily's 8th birthday, I planned a gathering. Hannah's yard. Hannah invited neighbors. Co-workers. David. Lily ran. Laughter bright. Like the transistor radio's cheerful tunes. David helped her tie her scarf in the wind. He handed me an envelope. From the school. Movie tickets. A book. For students who've had a hard start. "Rachel," he added. "You and Lily brought something beautiful here." I took the envelope. Tears stinging. From being seen. Lily asked if she could call him Uncle David. I smiled. "Anything you want, sweetheart. As long as you feel safe." Standing at the window. Snow falling. I realized. Family isn't who you're born to. It's who holds you when you fall. What does safety look like when you have to build it from scratch? Months passed. Evergreen Valley wrapped us in its embrace. Neighbors brought casseroles. Pyrex dishes. Smiles warm. Teachers sent notes. Lily's progress. Dr. Reed gave me a raise. Her face softened. "You're family now," she said. Lily joined the school choir. Her voice clear. Like the jukebox at the diner. At her first concert, I sat in the front row. Tears falling as she sang. David beside me. Smiling. I clapped until my hands ached. One spring afternoon, Lily and I planted a maple sapling. Hannah's yard. A marker of our new life. Hannah's boys helped. Laughter mingling. Lily's sprinkled water. I watched. The ache of the past softened. That night, I tucked Lily in. Her room filled with pine cones. "Mom," she said. "I like it here. It feels like home." "It is home," I said. Kissed her forehead. I remembered my grandmother's garden. The 60s. Her voice calling me to dinner. Radio playing Patsy Cline. "Keep growing, Rachel," she'd said. I was growing now. For Lily. For myself. David became steady. Reading to Lily at school events. One evening, washing dishes after a barbecue, he said, "You don't have to carry it alone, Rachel." I didn't say anything. I just nodded. For the first time in years, I felt light. A letter arrived. Detective Harris. A local paper published our story. The mother who held on. Strangers donated to a fund. Lily's college. Your courage inspired us, the note read. I kept the letter. For the truth it held. Good could outlast evil. What small act of kindness has helped you start again? Our life in Evergreen Valley grew roots. Deep as the maple. Lily ran with friends. Her laughter carried. Like the church bell at noon. I started night classes. Dreaming of a nursing degree. David joined us for Sunday walks. Lily skipped between us. Collecting stones. Dr. Reed became my mentor. You don't rebuild, she said. Eyes distant. You build new. Her words stayed. A lantern in quiet moments. One evening, Lily and I sat by the creek. Tossing pebbles. She asked, Mom, why did they hurt us? I took her hand. Some people lose their way, sweetheart. But we found ours. And we're stronger for it. She nodded. Tossed a stone. I'm glad we're here. Her teacher sent a note. Lily wrote a story. A girl who saves her mom from a storm. It's you, Rachel. She's proud. I framed it. Beside her rainbow drawing. My heart swelled. Who has seen your strength, even when you couldn't. A year after the trial, Lily and I held a ceremony. By our maple. Hannah. Her boys. Dr. Reed. David. Neighbors gathered. We lit paper lanterns. Watched them rise into the dusk. Glowing like stars. Lily whispered, This is for the night we fell. And the morning we woke up. I hugged her. Tears falling. From peace. We'd survived. Not just the fall. But the betrayal. The rebuilding. I saw my grandmother's face. Her smile. Tending her garden. Keep growing, Rachel. I was growing. For Lily. For our chosen family. David took my hand. You've built something beautiful. I didn't say anything. I just nodded. For the first time in years, I felt light. If you're listening to this, and you're holding on too, just know, you're not the only one. Keep growing. What does survival mean to you, beyond just staying alive? The deepest wounds often come from those we call family. Rachel's story reminds us, blood doesn't define love or loyalty. True family is built on trust. Protection. The choice to stay when the world crumbles. For those who've faced betrayal or loss, this truth holds. It's never too late to start again. Through community or chosen family, healing is possible. Release the guilt of holding on too long. Find peace in walking away from what breaks you. Rachel's courage shows survival is reclaiming your worth, your voice, your right to be loved by those who choose you, not use you. This story gives permission. Protect your peace, even from those closest. Questions to reflect. Have you ever set boundaries with someone you loved? What gave you the strength? Who is your chosen family, and how did they show up when you needed them? What does survival mean to you, beyond staying alive? Resources. If you or someone you know faces family betrayal or violence, reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline 1-800-799-SAFE or local survivor networks. You're not alone.